Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with another review. Today, I have the Tewell Retro Rock speaker. This is a really nice bookshelf speaker that provides incredibly good audio and gives you Bluetooth connectivity to your phone, your tablet, or any other device. It also provides an auxiliary input on the top that's a 3.5mm port that you can plug into an older device that has a headphone jack or other devices that don't have Bluetooth connectivity. Now, I'm going to spend a few minutes explaining the technology behind what the speaker provides, but what I like so much about this product is really that retro look. It's modern electronics in a retro cabinet. It's got a beautiful vinyl exterior on it. The entire cabinet is made of wood. It's powerful. It's a 24-watt speaker, but the best part about it is it's a 10-inch speaker inside, and it's got a bass port on the back right there, which really helps with that bass response, because a lot of small speakers like this really struggle with getting that bass response out. And the other thing that really makes it nice is the fact that it's a wooden cabinet, because when you're trying to produce bass, it's all around mass. So if you've got a massive speaker, one that's really heavy and dense, that bass has something to reflect off of. So with this one, you're going to get great bass response. And again, the Bluetooth connectivity is really nice. Now, let me really quickly do a short unboxing to show you everything that comes with it. Then I'll talk a little bit more about the speaker, and I'll actually let you listen to it with some sample music. So when you open up the box, you'll find the speaker weighs about 4 pounds, and the reason it's heavy for its small size, again, is because of the wooden cabinet. You'll find a single 12-volt DC 2-amp power supply. You can simply plug this into a wall outlet. The other end has a barrel connection on it, which plugs into the back of the unit. And that'll provide all the power you need for operation. They also include a really nice stereo 3.5mm to 3.5mm TRRS cable. So you can plug this into the auxiliary if you need to, plug it into your phonograph or an older device that doesn't have Bluetooth connectivity. You'll also find a full instruction manual that explains everything you'll possibly want to know about the product. So always read through that so you understand how the product works and you can get the best value out of the product. All right, so again, it's a bookshelf speaker. You can use it anywhere. It'll be on a bedside stand. It could be in the kitchen, could be on a cabinet. But I like that retro look. So if you're into that type of aesthetic and you want something looking retro, boy, they really did a great job with this one, because on the top is where all the control knobs are. You've got a beautiful analog knob in the center. It's not a digital control. You can basically turn it up and turn it down. It's incredibly smooth. They've got really nice retro switches to turn it on. And then you've got full control over the Bluetooth connectivity, forward and backwards, pausing, all the things you would normally do on a Bluetooth speaker. But again, the big difference between this one and a lot of the other speakers that are on the market is a lot of competing products tend to be built in plastic cabinets, which makes them lightweight, probably less expensive, but not as good a quality, because when you're trying to reflect that bass, which is what you really care about to get that full frequency response, you need some mass in the cabinet. So having a wooden cabinet really gives you that ability for that bass to ricochet off something to come out that bass port in the back. And you'll hear that in a minute when I start playing some music on it. But I like it an awful lot. It's got a really nice retro grille on the front. So everything about this just screams, I'm going to say 1950s, 1960s is Mystique. And I love that period of time. And if you're a little bit older like me and you remember vacuum tube radios, this looks like a vacuum tube radio. But trust me, this sounds like a modern stereo. So stay tuned next, and I'll actually turn up some music. You can listen to it and see what it sounds like. Now I'll show you how this retro speaker sounds connected to Bluetooth to my phone. I've already done the Bluetooth pairing, which is incredibly easy. When you turn the speaker on for the first time, you'll notice the blue LED flashing pretty quickly. That means it's in Bluetooth search mode. So if you go to your phone or your tablet or whatever device you're using, turn on Bluetooth and search for the Tewell speaker. You'll see it, tap the button, they'll immediately pair, and you can start playing your music. Now remember, you can still use the auxiliary input as well. So if you have an older device or something that doesn't have Bluetooth connectivity, you can directly connect it to the 3.5mm port on the top. So let me play a little song here I've got on the phone. I had to pick one that isn't copyright protected. So here we go. Volume's really low, and I'm going to bring it up to about half volume. Then I'll take it up further. That's max volume. Now, that's incredibly loud. And the thing I want to point out is because of the wooden cabinet and the bass reflex speaker they built into it, that full volume had zero distortion in it. And the acoustics on this, the frequency response from the highs all the way through the bass is pretty phenomenal for a speaker of this size, and that's because it's got a 10-inch speaker inside and again the bass port on the back. Now the wooden cabinet helps a lot as well because plastic tends to resonate and you get a lot of cross audio problems with that. Even aluminum frame speakers sometimes can give you issues with distortion. Having a wooden frame not only gives it that retro look, but it gives it a little bit of weight and it adds that ballast, if you will, that allows that bass response to really kick out from that port on the back. So I think it's a phenomenal speaker. And again, there are a million speakers on the market. What I like so much about this one, number one, is the retro look. I'm a bit of an older guy, and having a retro speaker up on the shelf is just a nice visual appeal to the speaker. But I also like the fact that if I walk into the room and I want to play some music, I've got my phone, I've got my tablet, I can immediately connect over Bluetooth and just start playing that music. I like the analog knob on the top, which again, that's old school. Everything about this just screams retro. So if you're into that type of mystique, this is the perfect speaker for you. And that's really all I had for today. So thanks an awful lot for watching. I'm going to spend a few minutes now dancing with this music, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.